Gentlemen, welcome to Sanyin Podcast. Today, I'm joined by an amazing person here in the Ugandan community in China, Mr. Roy Taban, who's the president of the Ugandan Daispora Association in China. He's also an entrepreneur, and he's going to share insights not only on the organization but on his journey so far. Mr. Roy, you're welcome to the podcast.
Thank you very much, JP. I'm happy to be here today, and I'm happy to come on board and share my experience with people. And a lot of my experience is here in China. I think I'm ready to go.
Okay, nice. As usual, we start the first question I ask people, which is, for someone who may not know you, how would you introduce yourself?
Okay, I'm called Roy Taban. I'm a businessman that is working and residing in Guangzhou, China. I've been here for about 8 years, since 2015. I came to China first on the 15th of April, 2015. I came here as a student. I was enrolled to a university in Guangzhou called Jinan University. And that was my journey through my gateway in China. So throughout the years, I continued with my studies, and I later founded a trading company called Trader Hub Africa. And I'm also a director at Taban Invest Group. It's a trading, logistics, sourcing, and inspection company with offices in Guangzhou and in Uganda. I'm also a community president for the Ugandan Union that is based in Guangzhou. And I'm also the president of the Ugandan Daispora Association in China, also based in Guangzhou, with offices in Guangzhou.
Okay, nice. Okay, let's talk about the association, the Uganda Diaspora Association in China. I've had many associations here about Uganda. There's a student association, there's Ugandans in China, and then there's your association. So tell me about the association that you lead and the work that you do.
So the association I lead, first of all, I would start with the Ugandan Union, because the Ugandan Union is more of a community association that was formed in 2020 during the COVID time. In Guangzhou, we have been having different leaders from the time I came. But during COVID time, there was a gap. There was a gap because a lot of the former leaders that were leading us here were locked up in Kampala. So we found ourselves in a situation whereby we had no people to consult, we had no person to help us with the challenges we were facing. So we came up and decided to start the Ugandan Union, first of all. So the Ugandan Union was just an association for all Ugandans, basically, first of all, those ones in southern part of China, all the provinces within the southern part of China. Then we started growing and growing. But as we grew, we were not members were not subscribing, basically. It was an association, or it was an organization whereby the Ugandan can come in and take part. So we decided to open up an initiative under the president's office. That was UDAC. So UDAC, or the Ugandan Daispora Association, it serves as a vital community hub for the Ugandan individuals living in China, and also the Chinese business people doing business in Uganda, or Chinese investors that have invested in Uganda. It provides resources and a sense of belonging for the Ugandan expatriates in China. And UDAC also facilitates opportunities, cultural exchange, and assistance for members navigating life in this foreign country. So basically, we brought up UDAC to be able to unite people more, but we wanted to also bring in the Chinese citizens that are doing business in Uganda, the Chinese citizens that want to invest in Uganda. This is why we formed UDAC. So UDAC is more of a general association with both the Chinese community and the Ugandan community living in China or doing business in China and in Uganda. So it's apart from it being an association, we also have different programs we started under UDAC. Things like the circle, things like the investment club. So there are different activities that we do under UDAC. It's more of a general association whereby all members are welcome to join, but through subscription. So this is what I can say basically about UDAC. So the association also plays a crucial role in promoting unity, collaboration, and advocating for the Ugandan community in China. So we try to bring in, to push for unity through this association, to see that we have more Ugandans united as one. We know we go through different challenges. The students, the business community, the different people doing different jobs in China. So whenever we're going through these challenges, we believe if we have one united association that represents the interests of Ugandan people, we can achieve so much. So this is why we decided to come up with UDAC.
Nice, yes. nice. In 2020, there was that issue affecting Africans in Guangzhou,
yes.
where they were forcibly being evicted. Yes. Was UDAC formed during that scuffle?
No, that is the time when the Ugandan Union was formed. During that time. But remember, the Ugandan Union, as I explained before, it's an organization that just unites all Ugandans. You don't need to subscribe under the Ugandan Union. Basically, if you're holding a Ugandan passport, you just a member that Ugandan citizen that is living in China, you can join Ugandan Union. So during the scuffle or during the time that we saw what was happening in Guangzhou, that is the time we formed the Ugandan Union.
Okay.
Yes.
And has there been help with, let's say, the embassy in Beijing or the consulate in Guangzhou? Have there been help?
No. Concerning the embassy and the consulate, under UDAC, we have we have our interests, first of all, as an association. And when we bring in the embassy and the consulate, we believe they can collaborate with us in certain initiatives. For example, events, for example, social activities. But we have our initiatives under UDAC. So we wouldn't want to directly, I shouldn't say we don't want support from the embassy or the consulate, no. But we wouldn't, UDAC is an independent association, and it has its its objectives. So we wouldn't want the objectives and the mission of UDAC to collide with activities of the mission, the Ugandan mission, that's the embassy or the consulate. But they always come up and support us whenever we need some help, whenever we need assistance. They're always there, definitely giving us advice, probably on what to do. But as an association, we believe that we need to, we have our own policies, and these policies, we need to follow them, and we need to, this is what guides us as one people. So basically, I think this is the best way I can try to explain what UDAC is. Yes, because if you know, there is as an association, there are members in our association that probably, let me say, support the opposition. Let me say, for example, and some of the members wouldn't want anything to do with issues of the government, you know, because they feel, no, if we get support from the embassy directly or the consulate, it will be more political. You understand? But there are also members who support the ruling government. That's the NRM. So we try to balance up the association in a way that all the members feel welcomed, you know. So we wouldn't want to have direct support from the consulate or the embassy, but the initiatives we can partner to with them, and the works we can do for the benefit of Ugandans. And when we work in this way as partners, it's easier for members that have subscribed to our association to be able to know that we don't have any political benefit from either side, either from the side of the opposition or the side from the government. So basically, this is our stand on the support from both the embassy and the consulate.
Okay, and okay, how does someone like join? How does someone find UDAC?
Okay,
A new student has arrived in China.
For the Ugandan community to find UDAC, there is through various ways. Through our social media platforms, through our website, through our community groups. We also do registration during our social events. During our social events, we do online registration and also offline registration. So anyone can contact us through our website. That's Ugandan Diaspora, the Ugandan Diaspora Community, the Ugandan Diaspora in China, at .org, or their phone numbers, which somebody can call and directly register. But we're going to have a launch for UDAC in October this year. This launch will be both in China, where members can directly come, subscribe. They can come and know more about UDAC. They can come and ask more questions, and we shall elaborate to them more on the activities that we do. And we shall also do a symposium or a seminar in Kampala. This is with both the Chinese community and the Ugandans who are traders or Ugandan students, anyone that has an attachment to China. They'll have a platform whereby they can be able to register, they can be able to know more about UDAC, and they can be able to ask us questions, and we shall make sure those questions are also answered on activities that we do and things that we think that will be useful for them to be able to join the association.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, UDAC has been in existence maybe for 4 years. And what would you say has been your successes so far? Like, what you feel like, we tried to do this, we did this for the community so far?
In terms of our successes, I would look at, first of all, cultural engagement and or social engagement in terms of uniting Ugandans together. One, we have organized successful, first of all, events that has seen several Ugandans from different parts of China come through. And also we have had Chinese come through, some of our partners in the events. These events help us in promoting the Ugandan culture, promoting Ugandan tourism, promoting Uganda as a country in China. So I would say that we have achieved a lot through, first of all, these gatherings. It has made us network. It has made people get to know or have contacts that they did not have. It has helped people also, that people who probably needed assistance, for example, immigration kind of assistance, and they don't know what to do with their status, or they want to try to make their status legal within China. So we have had all this kind of engagement with people, and this has helped us. First of all, it has benefited our people, or people who have been wanting, or people who have been subscribed to the association as per now. And these achievements, there are many, many more things we I think we have achieved that probably we don't have on paper, but I think with due course, there are many things that will come up that people will see that we're doing with our works after our launch, and we want to really engage with people and show people that through this association, you have a chance to live in China without any problem. Through this association, you have a chance to do business with Chinese without any problem. Through this association, Chinese investors or Chinese citizens have a chance to travel to Uganda and feel safe because they know that there's an association that binds them within China, and also it's back home. And it's not a government entity, it's not a political entity, it is an association that is there for all, both the Chinese citizens and the Ugandan citizens.
Nice,
So,
nice,
nice. Yeah.
Okay, amazing. So every organization has challenges. So how does UDAC manage its challenges that it faces here and there?
Okay. About challenges, we have been able to navigate our challenges by, of course, as UDAC focuses on building strong relationship with the local authorities here in China, collaborating with other diaspora groups as well for collective support, providing educational programs to empower members, offering also counseling and assistance, and promoting unity and all these things. But with challenges, I believe we have not really faced a lot of challenges in terms of because the members that have been subscribed as per now probably are not up to the numbers yet we had aimed at, but it's because also we tried to first get organized as an association and build our systems within the association. So we have not been able to face so many challenges as per now because of the team we have, because of the people involved within the team, because of the advisors we have. But there are small challenges definitely we definitely that come along the way. For example, probably finances, whenever we are trying to do probably social gatherings, because 90% of our gatherings are free. You know, we fund or support most of our things. So we might have a few challenges in terms of funding, probably here and there, but still we have support from members within the association who are already established or who have established businesses already. These members are always there for us. They always come in and chip in whenever we need their assistance. But in terms of direct challenges, probably our members maybe are getting a problem or this. I think most of the challenges we have a way we figure them out as the leadership of this association. So I shouldn't say that we are not facing so many challenges, but at the same time, I think the challenges that are there are manageable for us as per now.
Nice, 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 nice. Okay, as we now shift to your career as an entrepreneur, you said you have a business that you're doing back
Yes.
home in Uganda and also here in China. So tell me more about your business and what was that inspiration to start it?
Okay, for my business, first of all, I do general trading. General trading, that means we buy anything that a client may need. This is under Taban Invest Group. But under my personal business, that is with Trade Hub Africa, I deal in cars. We buy cars from Hong Kong, from Japan, from Singapore, from China, and we ship to Uganda, we ship to Congo, we ship to South Sudan, we ship mainly to these three countries. And I also deal in machinery. I have a lot of experience in setting up of factories, small scale factories or large scale factories, and I've done a lot of purchase or sourcing, inspection, and procurement for clients that are directly dealing in production machinery, because our government, the Ugandan government or the president, is encouraging the Ugandan citizens to invest more into production, into local production, especially. We have seen during the president's speech, I think it was yesterday, the 7th of May, 2024, that was yesterday, he said that some of the items that are not taxed, that is including that's machinery. It's one of the items he gave during his speech when he was having the discussion with the traders in Kololo. So with machinery, why I got into machinery, I believe that my country, Uganda, we need to produce. For us to get to the level where the Chinese people are, it is because they're producing a lot. The Chinese people today find themselves in first of all, they find the economy growing so fast. Why? Because one, they started when the labor cost, the labor was very cheap, and because the labor was very cheap, everyone was running to China. Companies were coming to set up here, and all these companies led to the development of China, what China it is today. So for us as Uganda to go ahead and have a vision to become like a China one day, we need to start trying to produce things locally, because we have the raw material, we have all the resources we need back home. So we need to be able to get machinery and start producing from back home. And then when we start producing from back home, we get what we're producing, we export and sell it. This is what is going to make our economy grow, other than always having, always buying things from abroad and then sending them to Uganda. We are taxed. Then after being taxed, we have to resell. This can continue for a short period of time. But if you want to look at the goal of Uganda, if you want to look at the vision of Uganda, 20 years from now, 30 years from now, 100 years from now, if you want to have development in Uganda, we need to reach a point whereby we are able to produce for ourselves. And whatever we produce, we sell. This is what the Chinese people are doing. So I got a lot of interest in this business, in this machinery business, because I want to change my country. I believe that change starts with you. I am a person that believes that nothing is impossible. If China can do it, if Dubai can do it, if the UAE can do it, if the Americans can do it, we as Ugandans, we can do it. This is what I believe. So it is a step at a time. I know Rome was not built in a day, but if you can have more Ugandans that have the same vision that I believe I do have for Uganda, and more Ugandans that try to come up and say, let's start today. Let's try to build our economy. Let's try to build our country. Trust me, we're going to see our country very far. So I would want to encourage a lot of Ugandans that are out there. Whoever wants to purchase machinery, I'm open here to get your consultation. I'm open to listen to your inquiries. For now, this is what I can talk about machinery. But as I said, I also sell cars. I may be buying the cars from Japan, but I also wish that we could start. I also hope I can support our locally made cars in Uganda. Right now, probably the cost may be a little bit high, but I believe that with due time, probably we'll get there, whereby we can also manufacture cars cheaply in Uganda. But for now, as I said, I buy cars from abroad and send to Uganda. These are the two main businesses I do. Apart from this, the rest is basically general trading.
Okay, okay. My last question to you would be two-way. First, is it easy for a Ugandan to start such a business in China? And two, what would be your advice to the youth who will be listening in?
Yes. First of all, to start a business in China is not very difficult. One, you need to come here and first of all open up a company. To open up a company through UDAC, actually, they have consultancy services for any nationality or anyone that would want to open up a company and start a business in China. Through UDAC, we can help you with this kind of services. We provide this kind of services. Now, how can a Ugandan open up a business or any nationality? Basically, you need to have three things. One, you need to have graduation certificate. Two, non-criminal record. That's Interpol. Three, work experience, not less than 2 years. So if you have three documents, you can come establish your company. If you don't have any bad record in China, come establish your company, register your company here. After registering your company, you need to rent an office as well, where your address, your official address will be. After that, you apply for the work permit, and then you apply for the residence visa. But that is just opening up the company. So how do you get the company to actually run? You understand? So getting the company to run, you need to now use your marketing skills. This is where social media today, in today's generation, because today a lot of people are doing less of print advertising, that's newspapers, blah blah. People are doing less of that. A lot of people are in TikTok, Snapchat, the Instagram, the Facebook. They're doing advertisements on these places to be known. So this is an easy way, first of all, to promote yourself. Two, through your clientele in Uganda, or if you are clientele in Uganda, focus on a specific item. I know whenever many young people come, or the first time somebody joins business in China, basically you want to do everything, which is okay. But I would advise somebody through my experience to focus on one item or two items. Focus on these items, be very good at it, and when you're very good at these items, trust me, business will come. Because each and every time you'll do a purchase, you learn more. The times you'll make mistakes in terms of quality, in terms of inspection, in terms of quantity, probably, the times you'll make mistakes, definitely. Because I should say, not all, not everyone, for the first time coming into business, will know exactly what to do. But there are mistakes you'll make, but you learn from those mistakes. So, for young people and the youth who are just joining into or are interested in joining in business, please, one, make sure you specialize. Make sure you focus on one or two businesses. That's it. You can do general trading, it is okay, but specialize. Specialize, specialize, specialize. This will help you so much. Two, for the youth, I also advise that try as much as possible be trustworthy. Try as much as possible to always get the right product for your customers, the right quality, inspect the goods before they're shipped out, and learn to work with the right partners, especially the Chinese people, when you're here. Try and get companies in terms of logistics that probably have a good stand in, for example, they're reputable in terms of logistics, so that whatever you're buying for your clients are shipped well and are delivered to the client, so that these clients can keep on referring you to more and more clients. Because for the first time clients, trust me, referrals are one of the most important things you will need. Because for a first timer, many clients may not believe you. Say, okay, I don't know this person, I'll send him $10,000, $5,000, $2,000, $1,000, but they may not be sure if you will deliver. Two, maybe you may not even have an address in Uganda or in your final destination, whatever country it is you're from. So you need to be able to know how possible and what are the best ways you can be able to convince your clients to order with you, and you deliver their goods, and they still keep that trust and keep on ordering and referring more clients to you. This is what I can advise the youth or the young people joining business from different parts of the world who are interested in starting business in China.
Nice. Thank you, Mr. Taban, for coming to our podcast. Really appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Okay. I also am very happy to be invited today to your podcast. And as I said, I would want to invite people once more for the UDAC launch this October. And I would want to see the Ugandan community getting more involved, coming up to subscribe. I would want to see more of the Chinese community people, the business people, coming up to subscribe to this association. And I would also want to see Ugandans promote our country get our country to the map. Let's show that our people that Uganda is there, and we have set a level that, and we know where we are going. This is what I want to tell people before I close. Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you so much. Thank you so much.